Hello guys, this is Kevin. Today I came to my yard office. Here, this place is my yard office inside. And I came here for taking a video for very interesting issue. Today, I'd like to talk about whether the non-accident car is better or the accident car is better to buy. Of course, the non-accident car is much better than the accident car. It's non-controversial issue. But the reason why I like to talk about this is because the people who choose the used car rather than the brand new car is the price issue. Of course, if you have lots of money, like tons of money, then there is no people who like to choose the used car. But some of the people who doesn't have enough money to buy the brand new car, or the people who like to buy the higher class comparing to what you have, the money, then you can choose the used cars. For example, if you have enough money to buy the Picanto, the brand new car, then you can buy the used car Sonata, which is higher quality than the Picanto. So the people who doesn't have the enough money, or people who like to buy the higher quality of the car, they choose the used car. So the first point is the price. People who buy the used cars, they really care about the price. So the price is very important factor when you choose the used car. Then, do you think the accident car price is more expensive or non-accident car price is more expensive? Of course, non-accident car price is much more expensive than accident car. But then, do you know why the non-accident car price is higher than the accident car? It's because the safety. Of course, the accident car, when they get accident again, then the car's spare parts, the parts can be bent or can be teared much more easier comparing to the non-accident car. I will explain you using the car toy that I have. So here is Genesis 9. You already saw this car on previous video when I was in Hyundai Glovis auction. And by using this toy, I will explain you choosing the accident car might be better choice than choosing non-accident car. So when the cars get the crash, the accidents like this, then the first parts that will be damaged will be bumper on the front side. And the second part will be the bonnet, the cover for the engine room. The bonnet is very thin steel, so it might be bended very easily. And finally, the third part will be the fender. You see, the driver's side, this side is called the left fender, and the another side is called the right fender. So when you see the fender, how much it is bended, you can guess whether the car accident was serious or not. When there is a big accident, then the entire fender will be bended until the front seat. But if there is a light accident, then the fender will be bended until the middle, until here. Then when you bring this car to the car center, then the car center just puts the hook like this, and then they pull it to the front side so that the fender will be pulled, and then they cut the middle parts, and then they put the new parts of the fender to the accident car so that the cars will be fixed as a new car. Some of the people are saying that if they fix the car like this and there is another car accident, then isn't it dangerous? Of course it is dangerous comparing to the non-accident car, but if there was the accident and the fender is bended until the middle part, then there is no big difference between non-accident car and accident car. Let me show you the accident cards that I have on my yard on the outside. Let's go. So this car is Sonata New Rise. As you can see on the back side and right side, there is no accident, but on the front there is a back damage, showing you that there was a big accident on the front, as I show you by using the car toy. And the first parts that get the damage is bumper, so it is removed. And the second part is bonnet. This car didn't have the big accident. That's why the bonnet is not bended seriously. But when you see the left side, the bonnet is okay, but because of bonnet, it pushed the A pillar. It's called A pillar, this part. And when the car get the accident, the bonnet, it goes toward the back side. So it pushed the A pillar seriously like this. So as you see, the bonnet is very thin, so it can be pulled or it can be bended easily. But this kind of car, when we see the fender on the right side, there's no damage with the fender. Meaning that if you bring this car to the car center, then the car center will cut these parts, the middle of the fender, and then they bring the new spare parts and they attach it to make it as a new car. This kind of car, there was no big accident, so if you fix this car and drive this car, then there is no difference comparing to the non-accident car. Even you get the accident in the future, the result will be same as the non-accident car. So there is no point you buy the non-accident car or the car that got the light accident. I will show you the cars that you shouldn't buy for the accident car. So for example, this car, of course there is no the bumper and bonnet is already bended, and on the fender side, the left fender and right fender are all bended totally. So you shouldn't buy this car, because this kind of car, if you buy it and fix it for driving, and if you get accidents again, then it will be bended easily, much more easier than the non-accident car. The point is, the cars that got the accidents, the light accidents, when you see the fender is okay. Then if you cut it here and if you put the new spare part, then there is no problem comparing to the non-accident car. So buying the accident car, the light accident cars, might be good choice when you consider the price issue, the cost issue, the money issue. And the another car, the K5 over there, it's also accident car. The bumper is gone already and bonnet is bended a lot. And when you see the fender here, it's all bended. You see this part. So when the fender is bended like this, then you have to change whole part of the fender, so that when you drive this car and when you get accident again, then the fender will be bended easily comparing to the non-accident car, so that there is a problem with the safety. So this kind of car, you shouldn't buy it. It is your choice choosing whether the non-accident car or accident car. But when you think about the money issue, since you are buying the used car, choosing the light accident car might be a good choice rather than buying the non-accident car. When you get the big heavy accident, the non-accident car and the cars that got the light accident might have same results. For example, if there is a Sonata that got the light accidents like what I showed you before, and there is another Sonata that got the no accident, the price will be very different. And if there is a no big difference when you got the accidents in the future, then there is no point to buy the non-accident car. Even I am driving the Tucson iX 2012 model. When I buy it, I knew that it had the light accident, and until now there is no problem at all. And that can be good choice when you buy the car. Of course, buying the car that got the big accident, it's not good choice when you consider the safety issue. But the car that got the light accident might be good choice. That's what I'm suggesting. That's the point of today. And next video, I will discuss about the mileage of car, whether the 3 years old high mileage is better or the 15 years old of low mileage car is better. Thank you.